Grand Theft Auto. The GTA franchise is beloved by everybody, from you to your mom to that one random teacher that showed you that one random video of Leroy Jenkins at that one random part of class. Everybody loves it. Hey, the United States government even made a law about it. Since it has been about 8 years since GTA 5 last came out, I think it'd be a really fun idea just to look forward and see what we can get for the future. Now keep in mind, I am no Masahiro Sakurai, or Lord forbid, Gabe Newell. So the ideas that I come up with in this video may or may not be good. GTA 6, what the fuck did you think it was going to be? So in the GTA universe, each city and its real-life counterpart are icons in their own right. You've got Liberty City and New York City, Vice City based on Miami, San Andreas based on various western cities, and most recently Los Santos with Los Angeles. With all of these places being large cities that are American staples, I figured the next place to go to with this franchise is, drumroll please, Chicago. It's largely urban with plenty of suburbs to flesh out the map, and the diversity in races can make for some great interactions and city personality. Now, I'm not sure what the pseudonym would be for the city, but I already know what it would be known by for the player. You ready for this? The Blowy City. Eh? Get it? Yeah, Oral Roberts knows what's up. But anyway, yeah, the city itself is going to have more of a GTA 4 Liberty City feel with a more urban-based open world, but there's going to be a twist. Every city beforehand has had that one thing that made it completely different from the rest. For San Andreas, it was the mixing of cities, for 4 it was the muted colors, and for Los Santos, it was literally everything outside of the actual city. So for the Blowy City, I want to introduce universities into the mix. Chicago has 6 major universities within the city itself, and Northwestern is located in a nearby suburb. With all of the possible things to do like crash parties, go bar hopping, and infiltrate classes maybe, as well as the culture of having school pride and athletic programs, it just adds to an already immersive city that I know Rockstar can create. Having these inner city schools can act as a part of the city while a Northwestern ripoff can function as its own part of the map. One last thing I want to add before going on would be a dedicated GTA museum within the game. This could be a building you could go into and look at the history of the franchise, from each game to the historical implications of the game like hot coffee and the rivalry between the franchise and the ESRB, to profiles of all the characters and wanted posters. At this point, the franchise has enough loyal fans to give them something to cherish. And for new players, it might give them a reason to go back and play previous games. I know it was kinda cool to have 3 main characters to play as, but for this one, I want to go back to playing as just one. As much as I loved having multiple personality disorder when I hit down on the D-pad, focusing on one character is vital in my mind to having a real connection to the story. For this story, I'm going to be making the character of Trey, a black 20-something-year-old guy who we first see getting tossed out of an alley into the cold Chicago night. We get to walk around with him for a little, but the Chicago wind makes it hard for the player to move and to see. Think about squinting in the direction of the wind. A couple of times, Trey looks back to see a car slowly following him, and at the 3rd time, the vehicle pulls up beside him, and a man drags him inside. From there, the man takes you to an old warehouse, and in the process, you learn that Trey was part of a gang, but was just kicked out for abandoning a squad during a small heist, ending up in 2 of his friends getting killed, and the rest being arrested. From there, Trey was taken to the leader, beat to a pulp, and literally thrown to the curb. Once Trey and the man arrive at the warehouse, they walk past 2 minor characters before stopping in front of a desk of a bigger dude named Lucius. Lucius was also kicked out of the same gang many years ago and made a ragtag group to try and take them down. Think the boys. Trey is half forced to work and half willingly works for Lucius and a squad. Along the way, Trey works with 3 or 4 of the group members and learns about why they're a part of the operation. And eventually, he questions Lucius as a man and as a leader. I know this is really in-depth and all, but I feel like Rockstar hasn't had as much success in characterizing their cast in GTA games as they had in their Red Dead games. As much as I agree with the boy Nakey Jakey that RDR2 is a flawed game, I can't help but admire how it builds up a story and a group of likable characters. GTA needs more of that, and I hope with this story I can provide that. With the GTA 5, character abilities and gameplay mechanics were created and polished almost perfectly. Michael, Trevor, and Franklin all had unique skills, and they had physical abilities you could upgrade by doing specific actions. All of that is awesome, and as I said, almost perfect. But I have one idea that would take it to the next level. Badges. Just like in NBA 2K games, Trey could have special abilities that he could upgrade through in-game actions. Maybe if you kill 1,000 cops, you get an enhanced aim ability on every cop, or having a certain amount of silent kills can get you a unique stealth ability. These should be somewhat hard to attain for the player, but once acquired, they should act as a payoff for hours of experience and hard work. And lastly, GTA 6 should build up on what GTA 5 did for online play, because that shit was literally perfect. I realize that the GTA that I gave to you isn't exactly a step up from the enormity of GTA 5, but I think it gives Rockstar a reason to focus more on story and character, two of their weaker points, while also adding some more stuff in like colleges, athletic universities, whole entire neighborhoods, and so on. At this point for Rockstar, it's all about building on what they've already done while creating something fresh. And GTA 5 kinda was that. That game gave us so many cool and awesome things. And I hope that the GTA that I just outlined can put some cooler ideas into your mind. Thank you.